Hey, what's going on? What's the matter? You sound upset. Are you breaking up with me? What for? I'm not mature. Wait. Is this because I wrote down all of our personal conversations and posted them on MySpace? Well then fine. I'm gonna put I'm single on there. I don't need you anymore. Forget you. I didn't mean that, baby. Please. Just tell me what I need to do and we can work it out. Hello? Hey, Lisa. This is Jeremy. Jeremy Young. Remember we used to date back in the 5th grade? Yeah. Yeah, remember how you broke up with me? You threw that basketball in my face? Hello? Hey, is this Beth? Hi, Beth. How's it going? This is Jeremy. Yeah. I was wondering if you might want to go out sometime. Oh, you're married? Happily? No, Lisa, don't hang up on me. Hey, Kim. How's it going? This is Jeremy. I haven't talked to you since college. What are you up to these days? Yeah, blah, blah, blah. Are you single? Oh. Do you have a sister? Wait, Lisa, don't hang up. Are you lost? Because you must be tired running all the way from heaven to earth. You're from heaven, baby. Yeah. Hey, baby, what's up? Man, I've been missing you. You know, ever since we broke up way back in the day, I just can't get my mind off you, baby. This isn't Lindsay? Is Lindsay there?
Hello, I'm looking for Lisa.
Hey, what's up, guys? We just finished our Song of Solomon study, and I gotta tell you, it was one of my favorites because it's something I'm so passionate about, having God-centered relationships. We could definitely see that in the life of Solomon and in the love of his life. In this story, they're moving their way through the dating process into engagement and now into marriage. That's where we are now. I'm having trouble with it because I'm thinking, of all the people that I could get to talk about marriage, I would not be the best candidate for this because I'm not married. So what I did was I went and found one of the best candidates I could find to talk about marriage. My good friend, Ken Adams. Bam. Before we get started, remember, everything we do to glorify God. And that includes preparing ourselves for one of the biggest steps in our lives, marriage. Let's get started.
So marriage, man, I tell you what, it's different than what most people assume. I mean, you know, I got married when I was 21, and so I've been married 11 years to the same girl, which is important. We met at youth camp up in Ohio. My dad was preaching there and stuff, and really liked her and stuff. And then we got pretty serious. We went to the same college, and that was pretty much it for me. I knew pretty early that we were going to end up being married. In fact, I told her she was going to marry me. I didn't really ask her so much. I just told her that's how I roll. But getting into it so young, we had to learn pretty fast what it took, how to communicate, how to get along together, how to learn to live with each other. You know, because those are things people don't really ever talk about. Everybody thinks it's going to be some big romantic, you know, romantic comedy in your life that's just going to be this wonderful thing that's full of laughs and all that kind of stuff. And that was how a lot of our friends saw it. And then a bunch of our friends saw it as just, you know, I really like this person, I really care about this person, so, you know, it's all about the sex. They were like, oh, you know, that's where they were headed. That's what they felt like, well, this person's good enough, let's just base it on that. And the reality is, you have to build a friendship. And my wife is my best friend, and she has been for about 13 years, and that's what lasts. You can't build stuff on these romantic feelings because there's ups and downs with feelings. Same thing with sex. Sex is a wonderful thing. That's, you know, that's what God created. That's how He designed us. But that's only part of the total picture. And so if you don't have that friendship, if you don't have that communication, if you don't have just, I guess friendship's the only way to come back to it. If you don't have that core, then nothing else is going to work exactly right. Because if you're not sacrificing, if you're not giving of yourself, if you're not trying to meet their needs before, you know, yours are met, then it's just going to start falling apart, and it becomes self-centered, and it becomes selfish, and it becomes you know, sort of a competition of, well, you did this wrong, so I did this, or, you know, I did all this stuff, why don't you do something? And it's, you know, they have this checklist or these tally marks of, oh, I did something good, now you should do something. And that's just ridiculous, because that's no way to have a marriage, because it's frustrating, people are disappointed, all that kind of stuff. So that's not the way to do it. And so what my wife and I always try to do, two key things: always communicate. Whether you're upset, whether you're happy, whether you're sad, whether you're scared, whether you're disappointed, whatever it is, you got to talk about it. And that's more of a challenge for me than it is for her, because I'm a dude. But you know, making sure that I'm communicating and sharing what's going on in my mind, and then being open to listen to what's going on in her heart and mind is very, very important, because I'm a fixer. I want to fix it. If you tell me something's wrong, I want to fix it. So if she's telling me that something's wrong in our relationship, then I want to fix that. If there's something wrong in her relationship with a friend of hers, I want to try and help her fix that. So most of the time, she just wants me to listen and not do anything, which it took me a long time to figure that out. So the first thing is communication. Probably the second thing is honesty. You know, when we were dating, this was back in the old days, before the internet and stuff, so we would write letters back and forth, and we would share kind of things that we liked, things that we didn't like. And she'd send me these tapes of some of her favorite music, which was hilarious, because it was a mix of like gangster rap and then like country music and just all this weird stuff. And so she'd call me and she'd say, hey, did you like the tape? And I was like, yeah, except for the country music. And she's like, what? Like, I hate country music. And I felt comfortable enough in who I was to say that I hate country music. I do hate country. I still hate country music. So that was an area where I didn't have to pretend to like something just because she liked it, and vice versa. So then she felt comfortable telling me, oh, well, that music that you listen to is totally weird. I don't like that. I don't listen to that. Okay, that's cool. And another situation, this was probably the summer before we got married. She was supposed to sing in this wedding, and so I went to the church with her while she practiced, and she sang the first song, and she nailed it. It was great. It sounded really, really good. And the second song was that song, Wind Beneath My Wings, which, you know, that's a tough song, man. And I've only really ever heard two people sing it well, and that was one was the person that wrote it, and one was the person that recorded it. So she came off the platform, she's like, hey, how'd it sound? I was like, you know what, that first one was amazing. It was really good. She's like, what about the second one? I was like, yee, not so much. And she got really upset.